Okay, next up is this Kings of War Abyssal Dwarf army. Got this on trade from my good friends down at our local gaming store. He's wanting to start up a load of Lord of the Rings stuff and didn't have a lot of it, and I had 2 spare armies that didn't really have any intentions of finishing, so I've got my main one, which is my Moria Goblins. I love those, so I got rid of a couple of my armies, and he gave me a couple of £100 credit, so this is one of the items I got with said credit. So what we'll do is I'll just lift the lid on this box so you can see what's inside it, and then I'll go through it all. It's absolutely jam-packed with sprues. There is 42 miniatures in here. This set is a core set. You don't actually get any characters with this. You have to buy those separately. So I'll just move this out of the way and I will start taking it all out and let you have a look at them. For those of you who know Mantic, they tend to... these armies are like booster armies as such. They're not particularly... They've got all metal effect parts, but they use the basic dwarf sprue. So here's all your bases, 42 guys. Basic Mantic bases, square ones with these indentations. These are actually made like this, so they can use them for their board games as well as their tabletop games. Because the ones without these bases on are obviously for the board games, because obviously smaller squares and stuff. But also gives you a really good connection point to stick them down to your base, so they can't break off. I've actually done some of these as scenic bases before for a friend. Took these, built up all the scenic areas around them, and then obviously all he has to do is, with them being resin, he just has to super glue his miniatures into the middle. Dead easy, simple to do. There's your 42 bases there. Have all these stickers. You may notice there is actually a part missing off these, but that is because I have actually taken the Mantic points off of them. Let's just zoom in a little bit on these so you can see them. This is the sticker sheet that you get with the Abyssal Dwarf army. This is a banner and several shield transfers there, and there would be a Mantic point sticker, but I've taken them all off and stuck them to my point sheet, and we get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sticker sheets, which is 6 Mantic points, which Mantic will, you can redeem these points on their website and get unique miniatures or international shipping, boxes of figures, all sorts of stuff. Next we have our ironclad troops from the dwarfs, but like I said, this set has a lot of metal add-ons that you can add to your figures. Zoom that out a little bit. Right, there we go. This is your basic dwarf Iron Watch sprue. Our casualty dwarf here, and the Mantic like bulldog there. A couple of bits there and there, here and there. But these guys in the metal parts that you'll see soon, they have like little things that you can stick on top of their helmets, things you can stick on the shields, just to make them that more iron dwarfy. And I love this guy here. There's that arm here, and he can either put in a hammer or, my personal favourite, the Stein. There is a little Stein in the corner there. What dwarf would not have a pint of beer with him? We get... I think this is an Iron Watch command. This is your dwarf Ironclad command sprue. There, so like their version of a sergeant, I assume. All your other pieces there for your command, musician. All sorts of open hands. These are actually the tops of the dwarf banners, which goes on this stick here, but obviously we get our different style of banners in this set as well. Another sprue of ironclads. It seems that the Ironclad command is very popular in this set by the looks of things, because we get 2 sprues of normal ironclad, and then we get 4 sprues of the command. The ironclad command. They're all the same as the one I've just shown you. Yeah, sorry about that. I'm taking my black mat with me. Okay. This is Dwarf Shield Berserker sprue. 2 to a sprue. Right. Guy here with his hammerhead. Choice of different hammerheads if you want to put on him. There's a couple of heads. A few you might recognise this from the Warpath section or the Dwarf section. It's a very generic sprue that they use. 1 caped, 1 not caped. And we get, I think, 1, 2, 2 of them in this set. 2 of those sprues. Iron Watch sprue, which is your basic dwarf troop. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4 of these. I assume the Berserkers must be these guys' troops because you get 10 of these. I'm going to actually look through the how to build them yet, because it's more of a conversion army. I haven't actually decided how I'm going to do this yet. And then we have our 2 like Thunderers for fantasy, or guys with rifles or crossbows. And then we have our big demon engine cannon rocket launcher. It's actually called a rocket spitter in the box, but this is actually the sprue for the undead skull catapult, I believe. Yeah, undead balefire catapult is what this sprue is. And then we also get a little mini Kings of War rulebook. I'll just zoom out that a little bit. This is your basically same as if you bought Island Blood for fantasy, for instance. This is your how to play the game. And there, as well in the back, got pictures of all the miniatures in their range. And then the main parts, you get all these bags. This is one of 4 bags. This is the parts for the rocket volley gun thing, as well as you get a sprue in that box of the cannon crew for this. Okay, this looks like the heads and a piece to the cannon. I'll put some images up of what they are meant to look like once I've finished this video. I'll put some pictures up for you so you can see what the actual miniatures look like completed. These are all parts of it. Unfortunately, Mantic don't provide you with an instruction manual, so your guess is as good as mine to how this thing goes together. There's several heads and things in there. I think this is actually the Iron Watch. These are the guys with the guns, sorry, not the cannon. These are the guys who have the guns. They have new guns in this. There's your gun barrels, and they would actually go on these things here. You've got like the stocks there. Can you see that? Yep, that's the stocks there. And then once these guns are cleaned up, they'll sit on there and they look like classic style blunderbusses. So that's all those. Some heads to go on top of the helmets. Not sure what that thing's meant to be, but I'll have to, like I say, I'll post pictures up at the end and you can see what they are, because there is so much different stuff in this. That's those. What's this one? This is the cannon. This is like a tongue thing, because it is like kind of a demon. This detail on this thing is phenomenal. Oops, wrong way. See if I can zoom right in and let you see this. The detail on this thing is really, really, really superb. Wheel spikes to go on the end of the wheels. We all love some wheel spikes. That's the actual rocket this thing fires. It's a big ass rocket. Couple of heads for the crew. Very nice. Also we have, this must be one of the troop packs. I think you get 2 of these. Assortment of heads there. Another set of heads. That's a shield icon there. These are the actual cross pieces for the banner that it sits on. Some upper torsos. You've got a couple of those there. As well as some more heads with faces sculpted in. I'm not sure whether my camera is actually picking any of this detail up. I think I might have the lights on too much around them. Spikes and shield emblems. A few more torsos. Quite a few torsos actually. Let's move these out of the way and I'll let you see the torsos. Okay, so we've got, zoom this out a little bit. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 torsos in this set, which they actually come in. You get one unbuilt, pretty much you gotta build yourself torso out of this set. And there's a set of heads, some more different heads, all sorts of different things, as well as some rather funky looking beastie thing. I'm not entirely... Oh, it's a head. He's got a funky thing on top of his head. It's like a gargoyle looking thing. Somewhere in here there is actually a head for the bulldog, which is a different looking head for him. So that's those guys there. We'll just move these out of the way. Oops. We'll open up the other bag. Our last bag in this. I might have to sit down in a moment as I'm having to stand up to do this. And I really can't stand up for very long. Another cross piece. Ah, there's the head. If you can see this head here, it is rather funky looking. Come on, focus it. Yeah, don't know whether you can see that very well with it being metal, but this is the head for the bulldog. A couple of heads for the dwarfs, I believe. Yeah, that's a dwarf helmet. More parts for the tops of their helmets. Assortment of heads. You get loads of stuff in this kit. The detail on these metal parts is really awesome. What else we got? More heads. More heads. More heads. Basically you get tons of heads. Oh, and some unique hammers as well for these guys. And more shield emblems and spikes. So hopefully that's giving you a quick look at this. Unfortunately my camera doesn't pick up shiny metal objects very well, but what I'll do is when I finish this video I will then paste on a lot of stills from the Mantic website so you can actually see what these guys look like when they're all painted up. I advise you do check out Mantic if you are a fantasy gamer, because they are taking on leaps and bounds with their gaming systems. Their 40k Warpath sort of version, set in a completely different universe. Very good in association with their like fantasy football game called Dreadball. And then you've got Kings of War for the fantasy, which also in that range you have Dwarf King's Hold, which is like a board game. Looking into getting that, but haven't got it as of yet. Still toying with the idea of which set to buy, because you can start with either one of 2 sets, Undead Rising or the Green Menace. Seems as I have a full Mantic Undead army and a Mantic Dwarf army. I'm very, very keen on getting the actual orcs so I can see what they're like, because I haven't actually built any orcs for either system, Warpath or Kings of War. So might get that one, but I'm not sure yet. So if any of you have actually got Dwarf King's Hold and can recommend which set is the best from Green Menace or Undead Rising, please drop in the comments. And till next time, I'll see you guys later.